Marcus Aurelius shared enduring wisdom, emphasizing our ability to shape our own thoughts regardless of external challenges. Recognizing this empowers us to cultivate inner strength amid life's ups and downs. Have you ever experienced the maze of a cluttered mind, the anguish of indecision, or the overwhelming weight of overanalysis? It's a common struggle, replaying conversations, fixating on potential outcomes, and endlessly pondering what-if scenarios. Today we tackle this challenge head-on, equipped with 10 practical Stoic techniques to conquer overthinking. If you're yearning for freedom from this cycle and eager to regain your mental clarity, I extend a warm invitation to join us on this transformative journey. Hit the notification bell and subscribe now to embark on this path with us. Number 1. Overthinking can creep up on you like fog rolling in unexpectedly on a once clear day. It typically begins innocuously, with a solitary concern or notion, but quickly swells until it looms large, threatening to overwhelm you. In today's fast-paced world, inundated with information like hail in a tempest, our minds become cluttered with thoughts of what if, what's next, or what might have been. Quoting the Stoic philosopher King Marcus Aurelius, who wisely noted that the happiness of one's life depends on the quality of their thoughts, we introduce our first strategy, regarding overthinking as an external influence. This isn't about antagonizing our thoughts, but rather recognizing that they do not constitute our core. They are trespassers on our serenity. Envision these intrusive thoughts as clouds drifting over a mountain. You are that mountain, grand and unwavering, steadfast as the clouds pass by. To repel these invaders, Stoicism teaches us the art of observation without entanglement. Picture placing these thoughts in a bubble and watch as they gracefully float away. This mental exercise not only lightens their burden but also reinforces the notion that thoughts are transient. They can only disturb our peace if we cling to them and empower them. By practicing this visualization, we develop a mental reflex, allowing us to detach and release these thoughts before they escalate into a tempest. As we hone our ability to separate ourselves from the onslaught of overthinking, we realize that we transcend the mere accumulation of our thoughts. This recognition acts as a protective barrier, akin to wearing earplugs in a noisy crowd. It demands intentional, persistent practice, growing stronger with each passing day. When you sense yourself starting to spiral into overthinking, take a moment to pause and envision the thought as mere background noise, separate and disconnected from your authentic self. In this way, you not only shield yourself from overthinking but also regain control over your mental state and serenity, one step at a time. Number 2. Do you often find yourself trapped in a maze of what-ifs and catastrophic scenarios, replaying worries repeatedly until mental fatigue takes hold? It's like having numerous browser tabs open in your mind, each blaring a chorus of concerns, with no apparent way to quiet them. This mental tug-of-war is characteristic of today's fast-paced world, where the constant demand to stay ahead can fuel an unending cycle of overthinking. Yet much like a cluttered desk begs for tidying up, so too does a cluttered mind yearn for organization. Redirecting your mental energy isn't just about finding peace. It's about seizing back control and quieting the incessant noise of what could be, enabling you to savor what is. Seneca, another sage of Stoicism, eloquently encapsulated this wisdom when he proclaimed, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This sage counsel serves as the cornerstone for reclaiming control by refocusing your energy. To halt overthinking in its tracks, start by anchoring yourself in the present moment. Focus on a task, no matter how small, and dedicate your energy to completing it. This shift in focus removes you from the whirlwind of future possibilities and firmly grounds you in the present. The practical application is both simple and profound. Engage in an activity that requires your full attention. Whether it's tidying your workspace, going for a brisk walk, or diving into a book, these actions connect you to the present moment, separating you from the allure of tomorrow or the regrets of yesterday. By aligning your thoughts with your actions, you're not just diverting your attention, you're taking control over where your energy is directed. Keep in mind that Stoicism isn't about ignoring thoughts. It's about regulating them by purposefully guiding your mental focus. The goal isn't to eliminate overthinking completely. That would be impractical. Instead, it's about acknowledging when your thoughts wander and having the tools to steer them back in the right direction. Think of this practice as akin to strengthening a muscle. The more you exercise the power of refocusing, the stronger and more resilient your mind becomes. Through deliberate action and steadfast presence, you'll find that the once overwhelming flood of overthinking can be gradually tamed, wave by wave. Now let's explore the third strategy, embracing impermanence and practicing the art of letting go. Facing a harsh reality, we often find our minds ensnared in a relentless loop, dwelling on past regrets or fretting over an uncertain future. This playground of overthinking spares no one. It grips students before exams, torments professionals preparing for presentations, and burdens anyone struggling to find peace amidst a racing mind. In this tumultuous mental landscape, we can seek solace in the wisdom of Epicurus, who poignantly reminds us that one who fears death will never truly live. While this sentiment may carry profound weight, it underscores a fundamental tenet of Stoicism: impermanence. Indeed, everything, including the thoughts that stubbornly occupy our minds, is subject to change. Number 3. In the realm of overthinking, our tendency is to cling to our thoughts as if they are permanent fixtures in our lives. Embracing impermanence, however, entails recognizing that thoughts, like all things, are transient. They arise and then fade away. This realization can serve as a beacon of hope when we find ourselves ensnared in the web of overthinking. Practically embracing impermanence involves cultivating a habit of letting go, a form of mental decluttering where we consciously release thoughts that no longer serve us. This could take the form of envisioning a river, where each thought is a leaf drifting away on the water's surface, or perhaps visualizing them as clouds, constantly shifting shape and eventually dissipating into the sky. This visualization technique not only offers immediate relief from the grip of overthinking, but also facilitates a profound recognition of the fleeting nature of thoughts. By incorporating this practice into your daily routine, you can fundamentally transform your relationship with your thoughts. It's not about forcibly pushing thoughts away, but rather allowing them to naturally dissipate. Letting go isn't an act of defeat, it's an act of bravery, a conscious decision to reclaim control over your mental landscape and prevent redundant thoughts from occupying valuable mental space. As you refine this skill, you'll uncover a newfound sense of mental spaciousness, a tranquility that has always existed beneath the surface of overthinking's chaos. Embracing impermanence signifies more than just a mental technique. It represents a fundamental shift towards a more peaceful and present way of living. Number 4. The persistent nature of worries can often feel like an unwanted guest overstaying their welcome. They linger in the background of our minds, disrupting our focus and peace of mind. It's as if our thoughts are a stage, and worries are the uninvited actors who insist on stealing the spotlight, regardless of the occasion. Even though it may seem unrelated, the wisdom of Epictetus carries a profound message. Prioritizing our peace of mind is paramount, even if it means risking the judgment of others. Enter the strategic approach of creating a worry period, a designated time to grant these concerns their moment in the spotlight, but only during the encore, not the main act. Set aside a specific time each day, perhaps 20 minutes in the afternoon, where you permit yourself to give these worries your undivided attention. During this dedicated period, delve into your worries, examining their roots and perhaps jotting them down. What are you truly worried about? How probable are these scenarios? What actionable steps can you take? Introducing the strategic approach of creating a worry period, a designated time to address concerns, akin to granting them an encore rather than allowing them to dominate the main act of your day. Allocate a specific time frame daily, such as 20 minutes in the afternoon, to focus solely on addressing these worries. During this dedicated period, delve into your concerns, analyzing their origins and possibly documenting them. What are the underlying causes of your worry? How likely are these scenarios to occur? What actionable steps can you take to address them? This focus session often reveals that many of our worries are like shadows, appearing substantial at first glance but lacking substance when directly confronted. Moreover, this practice instills in your mind the understanding that
task, focus on identifying the very next step you can take, the immediate action you can make. Taking action on the smallest step serves as a potent remedy for overthinking. By concentrating your energy on one actionable task, relating to proactive engagement, it's akin to a complex knot by addressing one small tangle at a time. This method doesn't diminish the complexity of your concern. Instead, it guides you through it with intentional focus. This technique specializes in simplicity and effectiveness. This one-step taken builds momentum, gradually breaking down the work into manageable levels. Each step requires patience, resilience, and trust in your ability to face challenges grow. Eventually, what appear insurmountable become replaced by a feeling of accomplishment and clarity.
Number 6. Our minds can resemble labyrinths, often leading us down the path of overthinking, fixating on what we lack, what could go wrong, or what achievements still elude us. It's a relentless loop that drains our energy and leaves us feeling dissatisfied. Overthinking often stems from a fixation on the negatives or the yet-to-be-realized aspects of life, overshadowing the abundance of good already present. Seneca once illuminated this truth, stating, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." This nugget of Stoic wisdom serves as a clarion call to shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance, from overthinking to gratitude. It's about recognizing the inherent value of the present moment and the myriad blessings we often overlook while preoccupied with future concerns. The practice of gratitude serves as a lifeline, pulling us out of the ruts of our minds and grounding us in the fertile soil of the present. To initiate this shift, begin by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for each day. They need not be grand, they simply need to be genuine. It could be as mundane as savoring a delicious cup of coffee, reveling in the comfort of your favorite hoodie, or cherishing a heartfelt message from a friend. This simple practice serves as a pivot, steering your mind away from the cycle of overthinking and towards a deep-seated appreciation for the richness of your life in the here and now. By anchoring yourself in gratitude, you not only quiet the clamor of overthinking, but also enrich your daily existence. Gratitude amplifies the positive aspects of our lives and gradually transforms our inner dialogue from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Over time, this newfound perspective can alter how you approach life's challenges, reframing them as opportunities to recognize and appreciate the inherent goodness in your world. This practice isn't just about fleeting moments of contentment. It's about laying a sturdy foundation of enduring fulfillment to navigate the inevitable ebbs and flows of life. Number 7. Overthinking often arises from our fixation on the future, its potential outcomes, what-ifs, and the looming fear of failure and disappointment. This preoccupation with what lies ahead can paralyze us with anxiety, diverting our focus from the present moment to the imagined consequences of our actions. In a culture obsessed with results, we're conditioned to believe that if the outcome is uncertain, the effort invested in the journey is futile. Yet, a Stoic quote by Epictetus offers us a clear directive: don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Stoicism teaches us to shift our focus from the outcomes we cannot control to our efforts and intentions. This doesn't imply that we should abandon setting goals or striving for greatness, but rather that the true value lies in the quality of our effort, the integrity of our actions, and the virtue with which we navigate our path. The wisdom of Epictetus echoes the essence of Stoicism, urging us to embody our philosophy rather than merely articulate it. Stoicism redirects our attention from the uncontrollable outcomes to the aspects within our sphere of influence, our efforts and intentions. This doesn't advocate for complacency or resignation, but emphasizes the significance of the journey itself, the diligence, integrity, and moral character we exhibit along the way. To implement this approach, whenever you notice yourself consumed by thoughts of potential outcomes, deliberately shift your focus to the quality of your efforts. Reflect on whether you're exerting your utmost effort, acting with genuine intentions, and staying aligned with your core values. By doing so, you immerse yourself fully in the present moment, dedicating yourself wholeheartedly to the task at hand.
and recognizing that your responsibility lies in the process rather than the outcome. Centering our attention on effort liberates us from the constraints of overthinking, allowing us to immerse ourselves completely in the present moment. By focusing on giving our best without being burdened by the uncertainty of outcomes, we transform our actions into reflections of our character and commitment. This change in perspective reveals that our journey is not just a means to an end, but rather a manifestation of purposeful living, where each step forward is an accomplishment in its own right.
Number 8. Our minds can indeed become ensnared in the labyrinth of overthinking, especially when confronted with the prospect of discomfort or change. We engage in ceaseless mental rehearsals, attempting to anticipate every conceivable outcome and fortify ourselves against potential discomfort. However, this relentless cycle can be exhausting, ensnaring us within the confines of our comfort zones, which paradoxically act as mental prisons. In this state, growth is stunted, and overthinking reigns as the oppressive warden of our minds. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, underscoring the Stoic philosophy of facing challenges directly rather than evading them. Embracing voluntary discomfort, we can train our minds to confront uncertainty and diminish overthinking. This entails intentionally undertaking small actions that push us beyond our comfort zones, fostering resilience and adaptability through first-hand experience. To incorporate this practice into your daily routine, begin with something small, such as taking a cold shower, sleeping without a pillow, or choosing to walk instead of drive. Participate in activities that disrupt your usual routine and challenge yourself to tolerate any discomfort that arises without judgment. Remember, this isn't about punishment. It's about proving to yourself that discomfort isn't as daunting as your overactive mind perceives it to be. Voluntary discomfort has a paradoxical effect. As you willingly embrace discomfort, the unfamiliar gradually becomes familiar, and your mind learns to quiet down. It becomes less reactive to change and more focused on what you can control, your responses. This profound shift in perspective not only alleviates overthinking, but also cultivates a core of inner strength that remains steady amidst the ebbs and flows of life's circumstances. Number 9. The storm of overthinking often brews because we've zoomed in too closely on the minutiae of our lives, losing sight of the broader picture. Our thoughts become entangled in endless what-ifs and maybes, causing us to lose perspective. This microscopic view magnifies even the smallest issues, making them seem insurmountable and consuming our mental space and energy. Seneca once penned, "We are not given a short life, but we make it short, and we are not ill-supplied, but wasteful of it." This poignant reminder urges us to contemplate the fleeting nature of our existence. Each moment spent overthinking is a moment not fully lived, a slice of life left unsavored. Stoicism prompts us to question whether our worries will hold any significance in the grand timeline of our lives. To counteract overthinking, it's crucial to regularly take a step back and consider our lives in their entirety. We must recognize that many of the things consuming our thoughts are transient and ultimately insignificant in the long run. When overwhelmed by our thoughts, it's helpful to pause and remind ourselves that life is fleeting. We should ask ourselves if this moment of overthinking is truly worthy of the limited time we have. By reflecting on the fleeting nature of life, we instinctively reevaluate our priorities and desires. This isn't about adopting a pessimistic or detached outlook, but rather about embracing the present moment and concentrating on what holds genuine significance. Such contemplation acts as a powerful remedy for overthinking, guiding our focus towards the here and now, deepening our gratitude for the present, and lessening the burden of worries about the future. Embrace the fleeting essence of life, not as a cause for concern, but as a blank canvas, awaiting your vibrant strokes of presence and active participation. Number 10. Our minds can often resemble intricate mazes, where each turn leads to more confusion and overthinking. We attempt to solve a puzzle, only to find that the pieces keep multiplying, leaving us feeling trapped within the labyrinth of our thoughts. Seneca, renowned for his wisdom, advised, Consult your friend on everything, especially on those matters concerning yourself. His counsel may then be useful where your own self-love might impair your judgment. These words encapsulate a profound truth that can aid in navigating the turbulent waters of overthinking. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of seeking external insight to break the cycle of rumination. Whether it's the fresh perspective of a friend, the impartial advice of a mentor, or the timeless wisdom found in literature, consulting others can provide invaluable clarity and perspective. To implement this in today's context, connect with individuals whose insights you value and trust. Whether they're close friends or seasoned professionals, sharing your thoughts with them serves a dual role. It helps clarify your own ideas as you articulate them, and it invites objective feedback that may elude you when trapped in overthinking. This approach extends beyond providing practical remedies. It underscores the profound value of human connection. When we confide in others, our burdens often feel lighter. This isn't a concession of weakness, but an acknowledgement of the collective resilience we possess as social creatures. Let the insights of others illuminate your path out of the overthinking labyrinth. With each dialogue, you'll discover the puzzle becoming more manageable, not because the challenges are any less intricate, but because you're no longer tackling them alone. It's a powerful reminder that thoughts, worries, and challenges are transient, and by acknowledging their impermanent nature, we can cultivate a sense of peace and resilience. How about you? Which method stood out to you? Your reflection beautifully captures the essence of our journey toward wisdom. The Stoic teachings offer timeless insights that can profoundly impact our lives if we embrace them with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Let us continue to walk this path together, supporting and inspiring